Today, we're getting right to the heart of the matter, and I mean that literally. We're going to take a look at the incredible muscular engine that works nonstop, every second of every day, to keep you alive.
Think about this for a second. On average, your heart beats about 72 times a minute. That's over 100,000 times a day, and it adds up to more than 2.5 billion times over an average lifetime.
And the most amazing part? It never takes a break, not for a single day. From before you're even born until your very last moment, it just keeps going. It's truly the engine that never, ever sleeps.
So to really understand how this incredible engine works, we're going to start our tour from the outside, with its location, its size, and how it stays protected. Okay, so your heart is tucked away really neatly right in your chest, in a space between your lungs. It's tilted just a little bit to the left, and it's about the size of your own clenched fist. And to keep it safe, it's wrapped up in this tough double-walled bag called the pericardium. You can almost think of it like a durable protective carrying case for the most important pump you'll ever own.
All right, now let's go inside, because the heart's internal architecture, well, that's what makes it such a ridiculously powerful and efficient pump.
The heart is divided up into 4 distinct rooms, or chambers. The 2 on top are called the atria. These are the receiving rooms. This is where blood first enters the heart. Now the 2 bottom chambers, the ventricles, are way larger and much more muscular. These are the real powerhouses that pump the blood out with some serious force. And these thick, muscular walls called septa keep the left and right sides completely separate from each other.
Now here's a critical point. Blood absolutely must flow in only one direction. You can't have it sloshing backwards. And the heart manages this with 4 brilliant little structures, the valves.
So you've got 4 main valves, and they basically act like perfectly engineered one-way gates. The tricuspid and bicuspid valves control the flow from the top chambers, the atria, down into the ventricles. Then, the 2 semilunar valves stand guard at the exits, making absolutely sure that when blood leaves the heart, it leaves and doesn't flow back in.
Okay, this is where it all comes together. Let's actually follow a single drop of blood on its incredible double-loop journey through the heart and the rest of the body.
You see, the human circulatory system is what's known as a double circulation. And what that means is that the heart is actually 2 pumps working right next to each other, side by side. Each pump powers its own separate circuit. One circuit goes to the lungs, and the other one goes to, well, everywhere else in the body.
And the purpose of each loop is really distinct and clear. The pulmonary circuit, its whole goal is to get oxygen by sending blood to the lungs. And the systemic circuit, its goal is to deliver all that fresh oxygen to every single tissue in your body.
So, let's trace the path. First, oxygen-poor blood from the body comes into the right atrium. It gets pumped down to the right ventricle, and then whoosh, it's sent off to the lungs. In the lungs, it drops off all the carbon dioxide and picks up fresh oxygen. Now, this newly oxygenated blood travels back to the heart, this time entering the left atrium. From there, it's pumped into the super powerful left ventricle, which contracts and sends that rich oxygenated blood out through the main artery, the aorta, to the rest of the body. And then, the whole cycle just starts all over again. So, what is it that tells the heart to beat? You might guess it's the brain, right? But the truth is, the heart has its own amazing built-in command center.
The reason the heart beats on its own isn't because of the brain. It's because the heart muscle is auto-excitable. It's a fantastic term. It just means it can generate its own electrical impulse to contract without needing any signal from the nervous system.
The scientific term for this amazing property is myogenic. It's this internal electrical system that allows the heart to set its own steady, reliable rhythm. It's got it all under control.
And the command center for this whole system is a tiny little patch of special tissue up in the right atrium called the Sino-atrial Node, or SAN for short. This is the heart's natural pacemaker. You can think of it as the spark plug that kicks off every single heartbeat.
This little pacemaker generates an electrical signal about 70 to 75 times every minute. That signal then spreads through the heart muscle, causing it to contract in that perfect rhythmic sequence we've been talking about. That is the source of that steady, life-sustaining beat.
When you step back and look at it, the heart is just this truly amazing self-regulating machine. It protects itself, it powers 2 different circuits at the same time, and it even generates its own beat. And that leaves us with a really crucial question. What happens when this perfect internal rhythm gets disrupted?
Do like, share, and subscribe to this channel.